Hello everyone, and welcome back to our IELTS writing series. Today we're talking about something absolutely essential for a high score: vocabulary. You could have perfect grammar and a perfect essay structure, but if your vocabulary is weak, it's going to be really hard to get that high score you're aiming for. You see, lexical resource, which is the official term for vocabulary in IELTS, accounts for a massive 25% of your marks in the writing test. That's a quarter of your score right there. But what does strong vocabulary actually mean? It's not about trying to memorize an entire dictionary, and it's definitely not about using really complicated, obscure words just for the sake of it. It's about using the right words in the right places to express your ideas precisely and effectively. In this video, we're going to give you a practical, actionable guide to building the kind of vocabulary that truly impresses IELTS examiners. We'll cover topic-specific words, the magic of collocations, and most importantly, how to replace those simple, overused words like good and bad with more sophisticated alternatives. Ready to boost your vocabulary power? Let's get started.
Let's start with the most common trap that many students fall into, using words that are too simple and too repetitive. Almost every student uses words like good, bad, big, small, important, and thing. Now, these words are not technically wrong, but they are not precise. They don't give the examiner enough information about what you really mean. To move into the higher score bands, band 7, 8, and even 9, you need to show the examiner that you have a wider and more sophisticated range of vocabulary. You need to be precise. Think about it this way. If you're aiming for a band 5, you might write technology is good and pollution is bad. But if you're aiming for a band 7 or higher, you need to be more precise. Instead of good, you could say beneficial, advantageous, or constructive. Instead of bad, you could say detrimental, harmful, problematic, or damaging. This precision is the first and arguably the most important step to improving your vocabulary score. It shows you can express yourself with nuance and accuracy.
IELTS essays often revolve around common themes or topics. You'll frequently see topics related to the environment, education, technology, health, society, globalization, and so on. To write fluently and effectively about these topics, you need the right tools, and that means having topic-specific vocabulary. Think of it like this. If you were writing about a car, you'd use words like engine, tires, chassis, and fuel. You wouldn't talk about the car's food or its learning ability. You use words that are specific to the subject. So when you're preparing for IELTS, don't just try to learn random words from a list. Instead, learn words in topic groups. For example, when writing about the environment, using words like biodiversity, deforestation, carbon emissions, sustainable or renewable energy shows the examiner you can discuss the topic in depth and with accuracy. When writing about education, knowing terms like curriculum, pedagogy, which is the method and practice of teaching, tertiary education, university level, lifelong learning, or rote memorization will be incredibly helpful. And for health, you might need words like sedentary lifestyle, public health, preventative medicine, chronic illness, or nutritional value.
Examiners really hate repetition. If you use the same key word or phrase over and over again in your essay, it signals to the examiner that you have a limited vocabulary. It makes your writing sound basic and uninspired. This is where synonyms come in. A synonym is a word that has a similar meaning to another word. Using synonyms effectively is a hallmark of a strong writer. Before you repeat a word, stop for a second and ask yourself, is there another way to say this? Let's look at our example. In the repetitive version, the word problem is used 4 times. That's far too much. The problem with pollution is a big problem for cities. This problem can be solved if people work together to solve the problem. Now, look at the varied version. We've replaced problem with much more sophisticated and precise synonyms. The issue of pollution presents a major challenge for cities. This dilemma can be addressed if people work together to tackle the predicament. See how much better that sounds? By using words like issue, challenge, dilemma, addressed, tackle, and predicament, we've made the sentence much more interesting and shown a wider vocabulary. This is a crucial skill for a high score.
Now, for the secret weapon of high-scoring students, the thing that really makes your English sound natural and sophisticated: collocations. So, what exactly are collocations? They are words that are frequently used together in natural English. They are pairs or groups of words that just sound right to a native speaker. It's like they're naturally meant to go together. For example, think about how we talk about getting better. We say, make progress. This is a correct collocation. We don't say, do progress. That sounds very unnatural and incorrect to a native speaker. Here's another example. We say, a significant impact. This is a correct and natural collocation. We don't say, a strong impact. While strong and significant can sometimes be synonyms, significant impact is the more common and natural pairing in English. Using collocations correctly is one of the clearest signs to an examiner that you have a deep understanding of the English language. It shows you're not just learning individual words, but how words work together in natural phrases. Learning these phrases, not just single words, is absolutely key to reaching that Band 7 and above.
To help you start building your toolkit of collocations and high-level phrases, here are a few examples that are particularly useful for IELTS Task 2 essays. You can start trying to incorporate these into your writing practice right away. For introducing a problem, instead of just saying, there is a problem with, you can say something more formal and precise, like, this situation poses a threat to. Society is currently facing a major challenge related to. For offering a solution, instead of saying, we need to fix this, you could use more sophisticated phrasing. It is important to address this issue by, governments need to implement a policy such as, we must take concrete steps towards. For describing an effect or impact, instead of saying, this has a big effect on, you can use more precise and impactful language. This development can have a profound effect on. Technology plays a crucial role in. These changes are likely to lead to a significant increase in. Try to learn these phrases and practice using them in your essays. They will make your writing sound much more fluent and academic.
Okay, theory is great, but practice is even better, right? Let's do a quick exercise to test your understanding and see how you can apply this. I'll show you a sentence with a blank space related to common IELTS topics. I'll give you a list of words, and your job is to choose the best word to complete the sentence. Try to pause the video for a few seconds to think before I reveal the answer. This is a great way to actively practice your vocabulary.
Here's our first practice sentence from the environment topic. To combat climate change, governments must invest in blank energy sources like solar and wind. Your options are renewable, repairable, recyclable, consuming. Take a moment, think about which word fits best here, especially considering our discussion on topic-specific vocabulary. All right, the correct answer is renewable. Renewable energy is a key collocation and a vital term when discussing climate change and energy policy. The other words don't fit the context of energy that can be naturally replenished.
Next, from the technology topic, the rapid blank of artificial intelligence is transforming many industries. Your options are rise, advent, growth, arrival. Think about what word best describes the arrival or introduction of something as important and transformative as artificial intelligence. The most sophisticated and common collocation here is advent. While rise or growth might seem plausible, the advent of something specifically refers to the arrival or coming of something new and important that changes things. It's a perfect fit for something as impactful as AI.
And our third practice sentence from the education topic. Many educators argue that the traditional blank, with its focus on exams, does not prepare students for the modern workplace. Your options are plan, method, curriculum, subject. Think about what word refers to the entire set of subjects and courses offered by a school or university. The correct answer is curriculum. This is the precise, topic-specific word for the subjects and content that make up a course of study in a school or university. Plan or method are too general, and subject refers to just one part of the overall learning.
So, to sum up, how do you build a high-scoring vocabulary for IELTS writing? Remember these key strategies. 1. Learn words by topic. Focus on vocabulary related to common IELTS themes like the environment, health, education, technology, and society. 2. Use synonyms. Actively avoid repeating simple words like good, bad, problem, and important. Find more precise alternatives. 3. Focus on collocations. Learn words that naturally go together. This is what makes your English sound fluent and sophisticated. Focus on learning phrases, not just individual words. 4. Upgrade your vocabulary. Make a conscious effort to replace basic words with more precise and academic alternatives. 5. Read widely. The best way to naturally absorb new vocabulary and collocations is to read a lot. Read articles, essays, and reports on common IELTS topics. The more you read, the more you will naturally see and absorb the right words and phrases in context. By applying these strategies consistently, you'll significantly improve your lexical resource score.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope this guide has given you a clear strategy for improving your vocabulary and boosting your IELTS writing score. Remember, consistent practice is key. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It really helps our channel out and lets us know you appreciate the content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more IELTS tips, strategies, and lessons. Now, I have a question for you. What's a great collocation you've learned recently, or one you find particularly useful? Share it with everyone in the comments section below. Let's learn together. Until next time, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.